What's up, guys? This is Alex with GuitarForce.com. Today we're going to take a look at Cocaine by Eric Clapton. This was another supported request by Derek, so big thanks goes out to him. This is going to be from a live version of 1983 concert, Arms, and you can find it here on YouTube. So if you're interested, go ahead and check it out. The main part of this lesson is going to be, of course, on the solo, because the rhythm part is quite simple, but I'm going to include it in this lesson anyway. The tabs for this lesson are going to be available at GuitarForce.com, and if you would like to support this channel, all of the links are going to be in the description box down below. As far as the sound, I was using the VST plugin Guitar Rig, and I'm going to show you the picture of the preset in just a moment. The tuning for this song is standard, so no need to change anything. And while we're checking out the picture of the preset, I'm going to play you my low E string so you can tune up and play along with this lesson. Alright, so without further ado, let's go for the close-up and start the lesson. Alright, so first of all, we're going to take a look at the rhythm guitar part, and keep in mind that there are like 2 or 3 guitars that are playing the rhythm part, and the main rhythm guitar is playing this main riff of the song. So what we do here, we play the E power chord at the 7th position, pick it 2 times, then go down to D, back to E, little rest, and then we play E to D. And then in between the main riff we have this lick, which is on the low E string 5 to 7, hammer on. Then we play 5 on A to 7 on low E, and then one more time. So this is the main riff of the song, and Eric is playing slightly different thing. Sometimes he plays it here as well, but slightly different rhythm, so he would play. So skipping that second time when we play E to D, he just plays E 2 times, D, then a pause. He plays 2 times E to D to E, then a pause, and then in the end just adds the D power chord without the second time E to D. And that's the main difference here. But sometimes also, especially during the verses, he plays another rhythm where he uses a different position of the chord. So he would play here on the 12th fret, the E major chord going to D, and he plays a little funkier rhythm which goes something like this. Okay, so as you can see, it's a funky rhythm going between E and D. When we play the E chord, concentrating on the higher strings, and we play, usually it comes on the off beat, so you know the picking hand goes in kind of 16th notes rhythm, so we get the muted strings as well. When we go to D, we let it ring out and then include the funky rhythm again. So what I do is when I have to play the chord, I just press on the strings, and when I don't have to, I lift it up slightly, but keep the strings muted. Okay, so basically that's the whole variation of that funky rhythm. So this main riff and this funky variation we play during the verses, and we have also something like chorus, which goes like this. So again, we play just 4 chords here. First we start with an E, and it starts with the off beat. Then we go to D, to C, and then B falls on the on beat. So we have E, D, C, and B. And we can use these positions here, the 5th string root note. Or Eric sometimes uses this position where he plays the E, D, C, B. Okay, so different voicing, the same chords. Alright, so that's pretty much rhythm part for the entire song. And now we're going to take a listen to the first solo, then we're going to come back and break it down. Alright, so as you've heard, I was using the wah pedal for this solo. However, I'm not going to be using it for the lesson, so you can hear all of the notes clearly. And we're going to break it up into phrases and licks. So the first phrase goes like this. So here we slide into the 4th fret on the G string. Then we pick 3rd fret on the B. Then we have grace note, meaning quick slide from the 4th fret to the 2nd on the G string. Open G, and then 2 times on the D string, 2nd fret. And then pull off to open string. One more time. Next phrase. So here I'm sliding from the 2nd fret to the 4th again on the G string. Then pick 3rd fret on the B. Back to G string 4th fret, and then again back to B 3rd fret. And then I pick the G string on the 4th fret, sliding down to the 2nd fret. Then we have a little trill between open and 1st fret on the G string. And then we play on the D string, 2nd fret. Then we have a grace note, so it's a quick hammer on from open to the 2nd fret. And then again to the pull off to open. So one more time, the whole thing. Like that. Next phrase. Alright, so this one is slightly longer, a bit longer. So we slide into the 4th fret of the G string again. And then here we have this repetitive lick. Now there are a couple of ways how you can play it. So basically we have 5-3 open on the B string, and we repeat it for 8 times. Or you can play 5th fret to the 3rd on the B string, and then 4th fret on the G string, which is the same note as the open B string. So you can either play like that, or like I said, 5-3 open. And like I said, we play it for 8 times, and then in the end we have. So it's a 5th fret on the B string, we pick it, then there is a little rest, excuse me, and then we go 5-3 on the B string, 4th on the G, back to 3rd fret on the B string. So all together. And then we play, which is 2nd fret to the open on G string, and we play it 2 times. Then 2 times on the 2nd fret of the D string. Then we go, which is open G, 2nd fret, 2 times 4th fret, and then 5-3 on the B string. So all together, slowly, this last phrase goes like this. Next phrase goes like this. So we move to the 12th position here, and we start with the G string going 12 to 14. Then we go to B string 12, 14, 15, back to 14, 12. Add some vibrato, and then we have, which is 12, 14, 15 on the B string, 14, bend up half a step, release, and then pull off to 12, and then 14 on the G string, and then last note is going to be on the 12th fret of the B string. Next phrase. So we play 12, 14, 15 on the B string, back to 14th fret, bend up half a step, bring it down, pull off to 12, 14 on the G string, back to B string 12, 2 times, and then again we have 12, 14, 15, another bend and release, 14, half a step bend, 12, 14 on G, and then we go 12 on B, 12 on G string, and then 2 times 14 on the D string. So one more time. Next phrase. So we go 12, 14 on the G string, bend up. Then we go 12 on B, 12 on high E, back to 12 on B. Then we go bend the string on the 15th fret, B string, and we go right into the 12th fret of the high E string. One more time. Then we have 14 frets on the high E, bend up half a step, bring it back down. Then we have, so it's 12 on high E, 15 on B, 12 on high E, 15 on B, 12 on high E, so 3 times, and then we play 15 to 12 on B string, 14 on G, then 12 on B string, 14 on G with a slight bend here, then we play 12 on B, 14 to 12 on G, 14 on D, and then we go. So it's a bend, we pick the notes on the G string 14th fret, bend it up, and then we go right into B string 12th fret, high E 12, back to B 12, 15, bend up, and then pick the 12th fret and slide out. So all together so far we got this. So this was the next lick. After we slide out on the high E string from the 12th fret, we have slide up to 17th fret on the B string, and then we play. So it's 15 on the high E, 17 on B, back to high E string 15, 17, bend up, and then we have 3 more bends. So 2 bends, straight bends on the 17th fret of the high E string, and then we have 3rd time, pick it, bend up, bring it down to the 17th fret, then we play 15 to 17 on the B string. And then to finish off the phrase we have 15 on B, 16 on G, back to B string 15th fret. Next lick goes like this. So here we bend B string, we pick it first on the 15th fret, we bend up, and as we bend up we pick the high E on the 12th fret, back to B string 15, then we play on the high E 12 to 15, and then we have quick hammer on pull off 12, 15, 12 on the high E string, 15 on the B string, and then we pick high E string 3 times and slide out. Like that. Next phrase goes like this. So here we bend G string 14th fret, full step. Then we play 12 to 14 on the G, 14 on D. Then we have, which is 14 on the D, 12 to 14 to 12 on G string, back to D, 14, 12 on G, and then we go. So it's a quick bend on the 14th frets of the G string. Then we play 12 on B, 12 on high E. Then we pick 3 times the B string on the 12th fret. Then we play 15 on the B string, bend up, so you pick it first, bend up, and then play 12 on the high E string. So one more time. Then the next phrase. So as we stay here on the high E string 12th fret, we then pick it again and we go down the scale. So 12, 15 to 12 on the B string. Then we have bend on the G string 14th fret, half a step. Bring it down, play 12, 14 on the G. Then we have 14 on D. Going back up 12, 14 and bend up on the G string. Then we go to B, 12, 15. Quick hammer on pull off 12, 15, 12. Then pick the note again. And then we go. So we pick the G string on the 14th fret. Bend up, bring it down. Then we play 12, 14. 14 on the D. 12 on G. And then 2 times 14 on the D string. Then we slide out, and then the next part of the solo goes like this. So here what we do, we're going to be sliding using a double stop on the G string 4th fret, and on the B we have 3rd. So we slide and pick the notes in kind of 16th, a 16th note. So one more time. So after you've done this a few times, we play the grace note on the G string from the 4th fret down to the 2nd, open, G string, and then we play 2 open on the D, 2nd fret again on the D string 2 times. And then we get back to the main riff of the song, but Eric is continue playing it right here. Okay, so he uses the D string and then picking the E chord to D. Okay, and then again. And then there's this little lick after the we slide into the 5th fret on the B string. Then we play 4 on G, 3rd fret on B, 2 to open on G string, 2nd fret on the D, and then again back to the riff. So this time we play. So after the main riff, he then adds just 2 open strings, high E and the B, and plays the D chord. And then one more time the riff. Again, kind of little funky rhythm adds here, and that's pretty much it for the first solo. Alright, so here's the whole solo slowly, all of the licks together. I'm not going to be using the wah pedal so you can hear all of the notes. It goes like this. Okay, so after the first solo we get back to the main riff of the song and we basically continue playing verse, chorus and stuff like that, and then in the end we have sort of an outro solo, which is not really a solo. Eric just plays a few licks there, but the first one is quite long and it's a repetitive lick and it goes like this. So here what we do, we have pull off on the B string 17 to 15. And then we pick the G string on the 16th fret, and we repeat this over and over again, and it's quite fast, and like I said, it's for quite a long time. So he plays on this lick, and then the next lick go like this. So here we have bend on the high E string, 15th fret. Then we bring the string down, pick the 15th fret, and then we have 12 on high E, 15 to 12 on B string. Then we have, it's pick the G string, 14th fret, then bend the string up, then bring it back down, then we play 12, then we have 14 on D, 14 on G, back to 14 on D, and I'm using here one finger to press on the two strings simultaneously. So we have this kind of rolling motion going on. Then we are back to the G string 12, 14, bend up, then we go to B string 12, high E 12, back to B 12, 15, and we bend it up and add some vibrato. Next lick. So here we have on the B string, bend up 15th fret, bring it down 12, then we pick the G string on 14th fret, bend up 12 on B, then we have quick bend and release 14 frets on the G string, 12 on the G string, and then we have again 14 on D, 14 on G, back to 14 on D. So again, roll in motion, 12 on G, 2 times 14 on D. And then the last lick of the solo, or this part, goes like this. So here we slide, again we're going to be using this double stop, 4th fret on the G string, 3rd fret on the B. When we slide into it on the off beat, pick it one more time and then go to the 2nd fret of the G string. Staying on this note for quarter notes, and then we have, so it's between 2nd fret on the G and 2nd fret on the D, and we play it for 2 times. Then we play open G, 2nd fret, going to the 4th fret 2 times, 3rd fret on the B, 4th fret on the G, and then we have bend and release on the 2nd fret, open, and then we play 2nd fret on the D, and then we have a trill between the 1st fret and the open G. So one more time slowly. So after this outro solo, we get back again to the main riff of the song, and then we finish it off with the chorus. Alright, so that was it for this lesson. Thanks very much for checking it out. If you liked the lesson, please hit the thumbs up button. Also comment, share, subscribe, and don't forget to visit GuitarForce.com for more guitar lessons. In the meantime, I'll see you again. Take it easy, and as always, let the force be with you.